Okay. So hey, I'm back and I am better than ever. I'm 20. I'm in college. I'm a junior in college and I got some pretty good advice for you. But it's not just an advice video. We're gonna do a get ready with me advice video. So I figured I'd do this get ready with me because I have class at 2:30. It is now 1 o'clock and I have my suite to myself, so no one else is here to hear me talking to the camera. So I have a good list of advice and I figured I'd just do my makeup while I do it so I'm not just talking and I could be doing something at the same time. So let's get into the video. I don't do a full face makeup because I have very dry skin. So for the dry skin, I'm gonna use this eczema cream and because I have eczema. So the first tip I'm gonna go about is that you shouldn't worry about your major right in the beginning. So if you're a freshman and you're freaking out about what your major is gonna be, not even a freshman, if you're a senior in high school trying to figure out what your major is gonna be, I say don't worry about it because you're gonna want to change your major at some point. I changed my major twice. My freshman year I changed it to American Sign Language, and this semester after I graduated from my community college I changed it to anthropology and sociology, and I might change it again depending. I'm not quite sure yet. You don't want to freak out about what your major is because at some point you might want to change it, and it's okay to change it. It's not a big problem. People do it all the time. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do for the things you love. I'm really only gonna be doing my eyes. For primer, I'm gonna use this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. Honestly, it lasts all day, so I think we're going with that. So my next advice would be, to take general ed classes, which is like classes you don't need for your major but you need as a requirement to graduate, like your maths, your English. Let's say if you need to take science, all that stuff, I'd say get that out of the way first, just in case you decide to change your major, and like you wouldn't have to go in and take extra classes because you don't need the other classes that you took for your old major for your new major, and it's just this whole big mix up. It might cause you to stay in school longer, who knows, you know, it might cost you more money. So take your general ed classes first. So for my eyes, I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and this is my favorite palette. This is literally the only palette that I use, and I really only use like 5 colors. So I'm gonna be going in with this pinkish whitish color as a base. I'm not a beauty guru, so I don't use the right products for the right stuff. I literally use 1 or 2 brushes. So my next advice would be to talk to your advisor. Oh, and I have a mirror, so I get to use this mirror. Forgot about it. Talk to your advisor because they honestly will be your best friend. My first 2 years in community college, I did not talk to a single advisor. And for the most part, I went based off of what my friend was doing. So I really like asked for her help at most. But the second I decided to change my major, my sign language teacher was my advisor. So it was just easier to go and talk to him during class if I needed help or if I needed something with my schedule, with something with classes. So I'd say just talk to your advisor because they know what's best for you. So now I'm going to be going in with Golden Ochre and the crease of my eyes to give it some definition. I already have some large eyes, but it's gonna make it pop with the white of what I just put now. So my tip number 4 would be to figure out what college is best for you. You probably want to get away from home as quickly as possible. As a senior, or you're always looking forward to leaving home after you graduate high school, but honestly, community college for me, 2-year college, was probably the best thing I can do for myself. I think if I would have went away to a school that I applied to, I think I'd be doing something that I probably hated, and I probably wouldn't be where I am today. So figure out, like, if you want to go away, you really got to sit down, put the time in to figure out if that's what's best for you. And I'm going to switch the brush because I can do that. So next color I'm going to go in is raw sienna, and again in the crease, give it more definition. So tip number 5, and it's pretty common sense, is that you're accountable for yourself. You pretty much got to do everything for yourself. You do get help here and there from teachers and professors, but it's nothing like high school. They will not sit there and be like, did you do your homework? Or they'll give you an extra day to do your homework, take some points off. Some college professors will take things late, but not like high school where you can literally give it a week later and probably still get a good grade. You give it a week later, you'll probably get like a D or a C, depending on how good your paper was and how good your excuse is. But most college professors really don't care. I've been lucky enough to have professors that give a shit and are pretty lenient, but I think in the school that I'm at now, which is the College of Staten Island, I think these professors are going to be a lot more strict than the college professors that I had in community college when I went to LaGuardia. So it's going to be a little bit of a change, which might be good, might not be good, but you really got to focus on you. You need to do what you can to make sure you get good grades. So my next tip is actually go to your classes. Like, make sure your attendance is pretty up there. Attendance is really important. Attendance can affect your grade immensely. And if you miss a lot of classes, you know, 3 classes in my school, depending on which class, is automatic fail. And participate, you know. A good way to pass is to make your teacher know you. I'm gonna go in with burnt orange right here. So my next advice would be to keep a planner, a journal, something of the sort where you can write all your like due dates, your appointments. If you have a job, keep track of your job. So tip number 8 is something that's really important to me because I like to save money. I don't have a lot of money. So, and at this moment I don't have a job. Buying books from a bookstore is mostly, majority of the time, not an option for me. They really decide to overprice books because they know you're gonna need it. I could say you can find a lot of alternative ways to buy your books and even rent. When I first started college, my first semester, I had a bunch of books to buy. And guess how much money I spent? Probably no more than $50 because I decided not to spend that much. I saw that books costed $50 and said, no, that's not for me. So my first semester, I ended up renting a lot of books from Amazon. So a book that was like $30, $40, I only rented it for $15. I'd say just find different ways. There's other websites like Chegg, it's also slug books, and they price check from different websites how much your books are, and you can find better prices that could work for you and your situation. Tip number 9 is also very big to me because you go through life with people telling you don't take out loans, don't take out student loans, you know, you'll be in debt for the rest of your life. But loans are there for a reason. You know, if you don't get financial aid like me, or you don't get big TAP rewards or all that stuff, loans really come in handy. They're a pain in the ass, of course. You know, you go through this whole process, you wait 2 extra months for your loan when you need it the first week of school, but you gotta wait for it. So with loans, although people tell you to avoid them, and I agree, avoid them as much as you can. If you can do scholarships, do the scholarships. You got the Excelsior scholarship, which is out, but read the fine print before you do the Excelsior scholarship, because like me, it's pretty annoying to the fact that like it's not a good system. But yeah, loans, like, don't be afraid of them. If you need to take out a loan, just do it. You can't be afraid of loans your whole life. So I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild Mega Liner, and eyeliner is very hard for me to do with this viewfinder, so I'm gonna go do that and be right back. Mayday, mayday, I fucked up. I fucked up. Doing eyeliner is a pain in the ass, but when you get it, when I get it, I fucking get it. Eyes are done. They're staying like that. Alright. So the lipstick I'm gonna go in with is the Tarteist lip paint in the color Delish. And I got this from my Ipsy subscription. Ipsy is honestly like the best. You get makeup every month, and not just makeup, but you also get like hair product, you get like different, it's just cool. I'd say look into Ipsy and all that. On to my last tip, which is going to be the biggest of them all, which is don't let college ruin your life. Don't think grades are the most important thing ever. Focus on schoolwork, yes, try and get good grades, but a C or a D is not gonna kill you. It happens to the best of us. Even the smartest people in the world get bad grades at some point, and you just gotta ask if there's an extra credit thing you can do, or just try and get better grades on everything else. So get one bad grade, pull it up with 3 better good grades. But grades are not the end of your life. Just do what you can to get the best grades you can get, but also enjoy yourself, you know, like live your life. Don't stress out too much about, oh, this paper I got a D, but just try to get an A or at least a B in your next paper. And if you have tests and you get one bad test grade, usually tests, exams, like quizzes and stuff are not that many points to your total grade. But if they are, just see about that extra credit that I mentioned before. Sure, we all want to be A+ students, but sometimes there might be things that just might set you back a little bit, but it's okay. Don't give yourself complete and utter anxiety over it. It's not worth it. Okay, so makeup's done. Hair is gonna stay this way for the rest of the day, and I pretty much gave you all the advice that I think I could. If there's more advice or questions you have about college, I can do a college Q&A at some point. I will be talking more about college in future videos, but I hope all of this advice you take with you and you really think about it, and I hope it helps you in a way that didn't, like, at first I didn't know a lot of this, but I'm a junior in college. This is my 3rd year, and I am still working on being the best that I can. So I hope you guys be the best that you can and get through college, and we can go on this journey together, and it'll all be happy and fun, hopefully. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you want me to make more college tip videos, college videos in general, any video in general. That would be great. Push the subscribe button and maybe the little bell thing that I don't even know how that works, but I think it's to let you guys know when I post videos. You can follow me on my social medias. Maybe I'll have them here, maybe I'll have them down there. Depends. I'm still working on this. And yeah, that's it for my videos. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.